Hunting down safe boxes is one of the most enjoyable forms of crime in the Elder Scrolls Online, and it can be quite profitable. Hey everyone, it's Spopes. After realizing that finding and opening safe boxes gives you one of the best gold dies in the game, I've been doing a lot of safe box hunting recently, which inspired me to make a guide on how to find safe boxes, how to open them, and what you can get from doing so. So in this guide, I'm going to cover everything you need to know about safe boxes in the Elder Scrolls Online. Before we dive in, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please like and hype this video. And please do consider taking your support a step further by becoming a member of the Spopes Army, picking up some merch, or leaving a donation. All right, let's get into what safe boxes are in ESO, how to find them, how to open them, and the rewards you can get for safe box hunting. Safe boxes are small metallic boxes you've probably already seen scattered around the world of ESO. You have to break into them to open them, which is a crime, and requires either lockpicking or forcing the lock. Safe boxes are found in towns and other non-combat NPC areas, and the locks on them range from simple to master difficulty. Safe boxes with tougher locks give you more legerdemain XP, and they also seem to contain better rewards, but that's a point of contention within the community. Safe boxes mainly contain treasures you can fence at an outlaw refuge, but they can also contain furnishing plans, antiquity leads, and if you keep farming them, you can get some pretty great rewards through achievements. So yeah, opening safe boxes is a form of crime in ESO. If you're caught, you'll get a bounty, but hunting down safe boxes is really fun. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy, and what you get both within safe boxes and from opening them can be well worth the chase. Let's dive into the rewards you can get from safe boxes in a bit more detail. Like I mentioned, you can find treasures. You'll most commonly get white, green, and blue treasures from safe boxes, but occasionally you might find a purple one as well. It's also possible to find furnishing diagrams in safe boxes, but those drops are a lot rarer. Something else you can get from opening safe boxes is antiquity leads. Some antiquity leads only come from safe boxes, so whether you're hunting down furnishings or pieces of mythics, opening safe boxes is simply something you might have to do. Perhaps most importantly, in my opinion though, is if you open a safe box in every single zone, you get the 10-year anniversary gold leaf die, which has replaced divine gold as my favorite gold die in the game. So safe boxes are a great way to farm gold by getting treasures. They're a great source of furnishings and antiquity leads. And if you do grind out a safe box in every single zone, you will get an amazing die. So now it's time to cover how to find safe boxes. And this is not really an exact science. You can start to predict where you can find them if you do it enough, but to a large degree, it is random. So instead of going through every single safe box location, I'll talk more about the general rules you should follow to hunt these down. So first and most importantly, safe boxes are found in towns and NPC areas. You will not find them in the rest of the overland of the Elder Scrolls Online. Instead, you might find thieves' troves and treasure chests, but safe boxes are found exclusively in NPC areas. So once you're in a town or another safe zone, you can follow a few general rules to find these. So first and most importantly, safe boxes almost always spawn in places that NPCs can see you. This is by design, I think, because it should be a bit of a challenge. If safe boxes were commonly in out-of-the-way areas where you couldn't be caught, there wouldn't really be any point to this, it wouldn't really be a crime. I have found a few safe boxes in places that NPCs don't path to, but in almost every case they're found around NPCs, in a place where an NPC could technically see you. So that's the first thing to keep in mind as you start hunting down safe boxes. The next rule is that these are almost always found inside of buildings. So right here, I'm just under a tent. This is kind of unusual when it comes to safe boxes. They are sometimes just kind of out in the open like this, but usually you will find them inside of buildings. So whether that's an inn, the Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, a palace, etc. When I'm looking for safe boxes, usually the first place I look is inside of buildings. Safe boxes also at least seem to be more commonly found in buildings you have to break into. These are buildings where when you go to the door, you'll see text saying unlock and the difficulty level of unlocking the door. So simply unlock it, go inside, and you are more likely in my experience to find a safe box in one of these areas than anywhere else. No luck this time, but that is a general rule I have found to be true. Somewhere else you will commonly find safe boxes is in crafting areas or near merchants. For instance, this merchant is basically guarding this safe box in here, but if you simply wait for the NPC to go away, you can usually sneak around and get it without anyone noticing you. We'll talk more about how not to get caught when stealing from safe boxes in a moment. I'm going to go over to the crafting area here in Vocal Guard to see if there's one over there. But actually before that, I'll stop here somewhere that there are also often safe boxes. So nothing here this time, but I've often found that inside of merchant buildings, safe boxes are more plentiful even though you don't have to break into them. Oh wait, yep, there's one over here actually. Yeah, they saw me. But see, I got a lead for a mythic there. Well, let's talk more about how to get rid of your bounty from being caught stealing from a safe box in an upcoming section. All right, off to the crafting area. So in many cases, you will find them in places like this, near the crafting tables. I don't see anything this time, but that is a common place to find safe boxes. Let's take a look over here. Nope, don't see anything. So those are your general rules for finding safe boxes. They're going to be places where NPCs can see you in non-combat areas, so NPC villages, towns, etc. You'll often find them near merchants, you'll find them inside buildings, and you'll find them in crafting areas. And now it's time to talk about opening safe boxes. We'll go back over to that one I found before, and hopefully it will still be there. All right, yep, the safe box is still there. So like a treasure chest or a locked door, you will need to lockpick the safe box to get into it. This is made easier by investing in the Leisure Domain skill line. You can level this up by opening treasure chests, locked doors, and safe boxes, and also by selling and laundering items to a fence in an outlaw refuge. For more details on how to level up Leisure Domain, check out my Crime 101 video, which is linked above. In the Leisure Domain skill line, the passives that actually help you with getting into safe boxes are Improved Hiding, which makes it easier to sneak, Trafficker, which lets you fence more treasures, Kickback, which reduces the amount of bounty you have to pay if you get caught, but mainly Locksmith. When you get all 4 of the possible points invested in Locksmith, your chances of forcing locks increase by 70%, and forcing locks is way easier than lockpicking. Even with a controller where you have haptic feedback, lockpicking is annoying, so Locksmith is something you're definitely going to want to invest into. You'll also be assisted with a passive ability called Tanloran's Finesse. This is active whenever you have Tanloran out as a companion, but if you complete Tanloran's achievement, A Bloom on the Horizon, Tanloran's Finesse will be active on all players on your account. Yes, it is account-wide, and you don't have to have Tanloran out to access this bonus. Tanloran's Finesse basically makes it easier to lockpick anything. It's definitely worth investing in this passive. There are also a few nodes in the Craft Champion tree that can help out with this. One is Friends in Low Places, which reduces your bounty if you are caught, and the other is Infamous, which increases the value of items you fence. Neither of these actually help you with lockpicking though. It's mainly about not getting caught and getting more gold. The node Fortune's Favor also kind of helps, because yeah, I did forget to mention that in addition to treasures, you also do just get straight up gold from safe boxes, and Fortune's Favor gives you a bit more gold. Most safe boxes you can force with 1 or 2 tries, once you do have the Locksmith passive. With advanced and master difficulty safe box locks, you may still need to pick them, but I generally at least try to force it first. Tanloran's Finesse also reduces the likelihood that your lockpick will break if you try to force something. So here goes nothing, the NPC is not looking. And there we go, we got the safe box. I got some gold and a couple treasures. If you do get caught breaking into safe boxes, you'll have to pay a bounty. So let's talk about how not to get caught when hunting safe boxes. So first and most obviously, just make sure you're hidden. You do this by crouching and waiting a few moments. That eye does not need to be all the way shut for you to be hidden. The text just needs to not say detected like it currently does. But even if the eye is only partially shut, you can still break into a safe box without being caught. That partially open eye is just there to warn you there's an NPC who might see you soon, so you should be careful. As you've seen with this merchant, NPCs have predictable pathing. This guy literally just goes back and forth, so if he is looking at you while you're trying to get the safe box in his little hut, you can just wait till he turns around again and then pick it. Another option is using invisibility potions. These temporarily make you invisible, so NPCs cannot see you, even if they're looking right at you. Another way to not get caught is just to make sure there are no witnesses. If you're a vampire or you've started the Dark Brotherhood questline, you can use either the Vampire's Feed ability or the Blade of Woe to get rid of NPCs before they witness you doing any crimes. And look, there's a safe box in here now that I can crack open. It's advanced, let's see if I can force it. But she probably would have seen me if I hadn't killed her. So Blade of Woe or Feeding is your friend here. If you do get caught, there's an item that will really come in handy. The Counterfeit Pardon Edict. These are commonly found in Thieves' Troves. You can get them as rewards for certain events. They are bound, so they are not tradable. But a single one of these takes away 500 of your bounty. So if I do get caught, I usually just use a Counterfeit Pardon Edict and move on. Otherwise, if you get caught by a guard, you'll either need to pay your bounty or run away. So you may want to preemptively get rid of your bounty by going to an outlaw refuge. The outlaw refuge in Vocal Guard is located back here. If you do have a bounty, you can clear it by going and talking to the fence. And since I'm already here, I might as well unload my treasures. There's no point in laundering treasures. You can't use them for anything, so it's best to sell them. There is a limit on the number of treasures you can sell per day, so if you do hit that limit, just come back after the daily reset to unload the rest of your inventory. So long story short, just don't let anyone see you while you're opening safe boxes. Either wait for the NPCs to path away, or if they are NPCs you can kill, get rid of them with Feed or the Blade of Woe. You can also use invisibility potions. But yeah, basically just don't get caught, don't be seen, make sure you're fully hidden, or that eye is just slightly open but the text still says hidden before you try cracking open the box. So before we finish up, I do want to spend a couple more minutes talking a little bit more depth about why you should loot safe boxes. First of all, it's a great way to level your Leisure Domain skill line. It's also a great way to farm gold. And honestly, I find hunting down safe boxes to be really fun. The whole process of seeking and finding them, making sure you don't get caught, and then getting paid at the end is a really fun, rewarding, and casual gameplay loop that I recommend everybody tries out. But perhaps most importantly, there's a really amazing reward you get if you do farm a safe box in every single zone. I'm talking about 10-year anniversary gold leaf. And yes, this does require that you go to every single zone in the game and farm a safe box. It was bugged at the beginning and you only had to do 34 of these zones, but now I have double checked and it is every single zone. You gotta get a check mark next to every single one. But once you do, you will get 10-year anniversary gold leaf. This achievement is located under character and then anniversary, and it's called commemorative safe box looter. And as you can see, this is pretty much the perfect dye for my Templar. I am super thrilled with it. It's a very bright gold dye. Unlike Divine Gold, which is more orange, this is really a yellow gold dye. Very shiny, very beautiful, highly recommended. So that's about the long and short of it when it comes to safe boxes in ESO. We've covered what safe boxes are, what they contain, how to find them, and how to open them without getting caught. We've even talked about some of the extra rewards you can get for opening safe boxes, like this amazing golden dye. I hope you found this guide to be useful as you learn about safe boxes in ESO, about crime in general. Do check out the video linked in the description to learn more about the basics of crime in ESO. And yeah, just one more time, I think safe boxes are really fun. It's a great part of crime in the game. And if you take the time to hunt them down and open them, safe boxes can be really rewarding. So thank you all so much for watching. Please do comment with your thoughts on safe boxes, if they're fun, if they're not fun, whether you feel like that dye is worth it as a reward for opening a safe box in every zone. And please do comment also on whether you found the video to be useful and helpful. If you have any feedback, anything else I didn't cover. And before you go, please remember to support the channel by subscribing, by liking and hyping this video, sharing it with your friends, and I would also really appreciate it if you took that support a step further by becoming a member, leaving a donation, or picking up some merch. All right, again, I hope the guide was useful to you. We're going to finish up as always with a prayer to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Lord, thank you for what a vibrant and diverse game ESO is with so many different types of content. Thank you for adding safe boxes and crime to the game. Thank you for making safe boxes so rewarding. And Lord, I thank you for the ability to make this video today. I thank you for the breath in my lungs. I thank you for my community. Please bless everyone in my community. Give them great experiences in ESO and in the real world. And Lord, for those who are seeking you, please draw them closer to you, Lord Jesus. And Lord, please also draw close to you all those recently departed souls across the world. Forgive their sins and draw them into your loving embrace. Lord Jesus, I give you all glory for my channel and for the video today. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. One more time, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Please do comment with your thoughts below. And before you go, please remember to like, hype, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, turn on notifications, because I'll be back soon with new content.